Hey folks, I'm Vainglory, and welcome to part 86 of my playthrough as Marmaros in Crusader Kings II. So you join us just as we're about to go to war. We're going to hit Croatia. They are now in 2 wars. Oh, on, I looked at the wrong thing down here. Yeah, so you're in 3 wars. So are you, but your liege isn't. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we're not going to go straight to war then. I can get 10,000 troops plus 4.5, so about 13,000. Let's continue just now. Keep an eye on this guy. So your wars are, you're attacking the Caliph and the Kagan. And you've got 3,000 troops here. So keep an eye on them as far as we... Oh, they've gone already. There's another 3.5, 4,000 coming up here. Alright, we just let it go in a couple more months, 2 or 3 more months. And I need a new spy master. Something that I've noticed, actually, my court. I only had 1 vassal on the court, and yet my vassal's opinion of me, it's all positive, every one of them. How fascinating is that? And there we go. Oh no, I can't put my wife in as a spy master because we lose half of the stuff. Malamir, we'll put you on. Hopefully you will become a loyalist. No, Glory Hound, but never mind. Something I've not done again for a long time. Do I want to change that? I think so. No. 3 opponents, 2 supporters. No, 4 opponents. ASUSTeK is a separate thing. Right. So I guess we need to work on that a bit more, and I suppose we can work on it. I don't know who this is. Oh yeah, I do know who that is. So that means we could take this place. But I'd rather hit Croatia, I suppose. What could I declare war for? Just Istora. Yeah, we might still go ahead anyway, even if it's just that. But I was going to invite these guys to carousing. I don't need to invite him, he's already been carousing, he probably wouldn't come. Well, he might, I suppose. I think I invited you. I did invite you before and you didn't come. So, yeah, I can't invite you again. Opinion's 100, so we'll leave that as it is. Okay, he'll come. Duke Adrian of Red Ruthenia is a stick in the mud. He's going to miss out. I have a rash. Extensive medical experience leads him to the certain conclusion that you're developing the Great Pox. Is all very well. To relieve you of your worst ailments, ASUSTeK suggested you should spend more time in prayer. I'm not sure that did anything. Okay. Attempt to induct the sacrifice to Satan. Now we've got to be up here before we get divine healing. Or dark healing, I should say. Damn it. Let's go ahead and do this just now. Desecrate the temples or the Lucifer's own. Do it. May as well do that before we die of the Great Pox. My preparations and plans have been made. A servant has been bribed to leave a side door to the temple in Esdragom open so that I and some faithful servants can enter and do the dark biddings of Satan. It is time. As I and a group of my faithful make our way through the church of Esdragom, I spot a priest tending to their duties in the middle of the night. Gain 100 dark power. That sounds good. Let's do that. Alas, I have fever. The Catholic priests are constantly pestering me about religion, God, and money to the church. No matter what I do, promise to pray more or read the Holy Scripture more thoroughly, they won't leave me alone. Okay. Developing the Great Pox. Yes, we know that. Foot bath. Well, at least I get +1 health this time. Navigating our way through the small church, I and my companions have entered the small room that goes for the inner sanctum. The room contains the sparsest possible honourings to God and a scant few decorative idols and relics. The state of this place shows clearly the superiority of our cause. Put to better use. 20 gold, pointless. Let's burn it all. Gain 200 dark power. And now I've got a dull pain behind my eyes. Alas. Yeah, I want to spend some cash in here. Castle fortifications. I thought we had them already. Let's go for the castle walls, get the levy size and the tax income, as well as the fortification. And here... something's... I thought I'd done all this before. I guess not. Do it just now. Yeah, there we are. And I can rank up in the society. So let's do that. You never know, we might get up far enough to heal ourselves. It seems as if no one wants to help me for fear of upsetting the Catholic priests, not even my friend Prince Guillem. Again stressed, and I have ranked up. Let's seek treatment for illness while we can. Very well. I have the Great Pox. 65% chance. Go on. Jesus. Yeah, so I'm incapable. Let's try something new, I insist, because I'm brave. Go ahead. +2 health from that, though. Identified the tainted tissue which was the root of your disease, and that removing it would most likely cure you. You were most pleased and agreed to the surgery. However, in hindsight, you wish that ASUSTeK had told you that the tissue was your face. I'm severely injured, but at least the regency's ended. And let's get this party started. News from China. Whatever. Okay, so we're disfigured. Diplomacy was poor anyway. Let's take it down to 0. Lose the carousing focus. 1127, so another year and a half. And then we're going to switch it out. Alright. 13. 3 years, 2 and a bit years, until you become king of half the world. You're only 7, so we'll leave that for a bit longer. It is great to spend time carousing in merry company. While the cups are being refilled, ASUSTeK brings out a strange board with little decorated pieces, explaining that it's kind of a strategy game. He assures me that it's a great pastime that combines well with copious amounts of drink. Let's play for money. Play for honour. Play for honour. We played for hours, the tides of fortune ebbing and flowing as I tried to attack my opponent's positions without opening my defence too much. Eventually, however, I made a fatal mistake that my opponent exploited and I lost the game. Swine. The revelling and carousing is over for now. And again, I'm not going to hold a grand tournament. So Croatia, where are your armies now? One of them's done. In fact, they're both done. You've still got 10,500 troops. So you come out of that pretty well. Okay. Where am my council now? Am I to lose a loyalist? That was worse than useless. Where are you? You're over here. That's okay, you stay there then. Let's just check out religions. I suppose we do have the chance to go in here. Go for the border dispute. We may as well expand a wee bit at a time. Why would I want to shut the gates? What's going on? Measles. I don't think we'll bother shutting the gates. We have our... In fact, I've not looked at that for a long time. Level 3 hospital in Marmaros. So... I guess we're going to trust to it. 14, 16... It's only actually 16% disease resistance. But, as I said, we're going to trust to it. That's why we built it. My maiming has completely healed. Let's get you down here. One of the vassals can be discouraged from associating. You're a possessed, depressed, cruel, humble, ambitious, gregarious, paranoid, just person. Paranoid? Go with blackmail, I think, since you're paranoid. My friend Lagla wants me to join her for a lark over in Temis. There is a turbulent priest there who has been antagonising Lucifer's own for quite some time. It's time to teach the arrogant fool a lesson in manners. 14th November. Yeah, so still 2.5 years before he's old enough to take the throne. Who's our designated regent? Malamir the Blessed. Okay. Yep, time to dust off my acting skills. We found the zealous priest in Temis praying in seclusion. Lagel snuck up from behind and gave the fool a hard kick in the head. As I gave a devotion to Belial, Lagel proceeded to relieve herself on the comatose preacher. Then the butchery commenced. Let's host a decadent feast in the idiot's name. Lagel and I staged a lavish feast in the abode of the dead priest, taking care to only invite dignitaries who weren't well acquainted. The guests were shocked at the dancers, the half-naked musicians, and the heady smoke from exotic incense. But when we brought in the prostitutes, half the guests stood up and left. The other half were delighted. And you agreed. Okay. We believe it would please Satan greatly should Prince Bishop Orson fall into depravity. See to it and you'll be greatly rewarded. We're going to accept that as well. And you're just about there. You are there. So let's now declare this war. A border dispute for Saklava, or Sakweva. And we'll send that. You march in and raise up the troops. You come in here. Usurped a title. A dirty secret. Yeah, I'm not bothered about 7 gold. And let's get this going. A corrupt priest. Do it. See if we can manage that. And let's call in our allies, why not? She might agree. No person lives a life entirely devoid of sin, and neither does Prince Bishop Orson. I just have to find some traits of his character that I can build on. Well, you're lustful, and envious. Yeah, let's turn his guilty pleasures into vices. I will honour my obligation. Good. You guys march in there. And you just stay down there, that's fine. My agents have uncovered rumours that Prince Bishop Orson rather enjoys his feasts. Introducing him to new exotic flavours might fuel his appetite even further. I shall write the invitation. Okay, my marshal's come up with some great ideas. 30 gold, well spent, I'm sure. Tonya, you're in charge, and you are the siege leader. Yes. The lavish feast to which I invited Prince Bishop Orson has paid off, and he has already started to consume vast quantities of the delicacies I introduced him to. Before he left, he made sure I understood how grateful he was for the experience. Satan will surely bless me. Though my last act of worship has been some time ago, I can still sense the inhuman touch upon my soul. Whenever I think about what I did, I have become a changed man. I lose the just. Yes, that's the downside starting to kick in. But I don't have the Great Pox anymore anyway. So... yeah, I don't think we're in any immediate danger of death. Having said that, well, hopefully that's still the measles that are around. Right, I just missed something. 50 military tech. And let's check and see if we can spend it. Shipbuilding, no. And you hold all of them, so we should be through this fairly quickly. Here comes my ally. It's going to be over by the time you get here. What's this? These duchesses. Okay. Nitria. Do I want to try and possess her? I don't think I do. Let's send her a gift. Try and get her to like me fully. And who's the other one? Christina. $42. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go for that. Flesh is weak. As he's growing older, I can see that Radovan could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. He deserves greatness. Go get it. There we go. That's done there. I didn't realise that was part of the deal as well. You stay there then. You head in there. Is that just the one? Yes, it is. No, it's not. You can go in there. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange route, but never mind. Let's resign you from there and there. And siege leader 40% there and there. Well, it's got to be him, hasn't it? Get these sieges done as quickly as we can. Are you sieging? No, you're not, because... Why not? I thought we were at war with this guy. Tell you what, you just go back in here. I'm going to stand you down, actually. We've got our good friend and ally here. There's no point me having my troops raised, costing me money. So I'll do that. I'll send you back to Marmaros. And this should tick up nicely enough. Croatian army's out in the field again. And been attacked. You've now got 12,000 troops. Still too strong for me. Jihad for Africa. No concern of mine. %. Still their allies come through. Flesh is weak, forgive and forget. Should I carouse some more? It was one of those situations where you didn't want to tell the truth in case it would hurt the person, but at the same time, honesty is a virtue. +3 diplomacy. Do you know, I think I'm going to take the diplomacy. I think it's probably for the best to do that. I do want to try and get a more rounded character if we can. I didn't get the diplomacy. Where is it? Call for my court physician. Save my daughter. Sistan, that's where we had to go down and siege out. Let's get... let's get the 4 level up here. I thought the 4 level was 5 before. Is it not? This is very strange. One of the raiding grounds in here. The Grand Summoning. For some time now, my brother in darkness, Matteo, and I have been researching the proper ritual for invoking a certain demon prince. A few weeks back, our kin managed to procure an ancient clay tablet with the missing incantation. We stand ready now to attain powers undreamed of by mortal men. Let's go. Our coven surrounds the summoning circle, the correct symbols drawn, the fatty candles burning a sickly green. Matteo intones the final invocation just as I offer up the sacrifice. Distracted by the spurting blood, at first I don't notice the man standing in the circle like he was there all along. Looking straight at me with a smirk, he says, "Bravely done, child. You have no understanding of the forces you are meddling with, but I did find your sacrifice pleasing. Quid pro quo, name your desire, boy." I'm not going to kill my son. Good lord. Give me +3 intrigue, please. Satan's favours. The great and mighty Satan has given us so much, and now it is time for us to offer them a gift in return. Satan craves a soul to serve them in their dark realm. Capture and sacrifice a virgin. Okay, let's accept that. It might well be some time before we're able to capture a virgin, but we will get there eventually. There we go. And again I'm a threat. That's not what I want to do. I want to get our priest. No, we can't go in there either. Okay, no need for conversions then. So just continue to research tech. And for now, I think I'm going to put in a break. So things are continuing to go reasonably well, although this is getting a bit worrisome. In Croatia, we do need to attack them, and it might actually be just about time. I think this is probably the point to attack Croatia to get this one province. But we'll do that in the next part. So for now, thanks for watching. Please leave me a comment and rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.